Students, in this recorded session today, we will revise the fifth lesson, Footprints Without Feet, through this brief synopsis. And here it starts. This story is about a scientist named Griffin. He had been discovering ways which could make a man invisible. And finally, he swallowed certain rare drugs that made him invisible. His landlord didn't like him and turned him out of his house. Then, in revenge, he set his house on fire and escaped. He was first noticed by two boys on the staircase of the house where they could just see his footsteps and started following them. They followed them until the footsteps got fainter and fainter and at last could not be seen. First, as he was feeling cold, he entered a mall for some warmth. After the stores had been shut down, he decided to wear some warm clothes and eat something. He first unboxed a few clothes and wore them. Then, from the kitchen of a restaurant, he ate cold meat and had some coffee. Later, he went to a grocery store and ate sweets and drank wine. He then fell asleep on a pile of quilts. He then woke up in the morning when some of the store assistants had seen him and started chasing him. He quickly threw away all the clothes which he was wearing and became invisible again. Then he started roaming around again without any clothes in the cold winter of London. He then decided to steal clothes and some props from a theatrical company, as he knew he would get something there to cover his face as well. He then stole bandages for his forehead, dark glasses, false nose, and a hat for covering his head. He then hit the shopkeeper and stole all his money. Soon he realized that London was too crowded to live like this and decided that he would go to a remote village, Iping. He booked 2 rooms at an inn in the village of Iping. He reached there, and it was strange for the people living in that inn of Iping that a stranger with such a weird appearance had come to stay there during the winter season. Once his money was over, he stole from people and also hit the landlord and his wife when they tried to check his room in his absence. Then the village constable was asked for help. But before he came, Mrs. Hall, the wife of the landlord, asked him questions regarding who he was and what he did with her furniture. This made him really furious and he decided to show her who he really was. The people then saw a headless man, and Mr. Jeffers, the constable, also realized that he would have to arrest a man who didn't have a head. They were unable to catch Griffin as he removed all his clothes and became invisible. He even knocked out Jeffers as he tried to catch him. So, students, it was the summary of the fifth lesson, Footprints Without Feet. Hope you all have understood. Thanks for watching the video. Have a good day ahead.